Keychain, we are on day 4 of the New Year celebration, the 50% event, and today's quests are the first repeat for Airship Parts Challenge and Shooting Gallery. Now, I bought enough pieces to craft Sky Gold, and usually when the new thing happens, it repeats either twice or 3 times. Last time for guard weapons, it repeated 3 times. If Airship Parts Challenge is similar, it's going to repeat again. So I need to plan for that. So if you're barely squeaking by, look at the diminishing returns on the quests. Now, what do I mean by diminishing returns? Well, an example would be, say you get 130,000 points. For getting 130,000 points, you're going to gain, let's see, 29 plus 25, so that's what, 50, 64 champagne, but then gaining another 130 on top of that only gains you 36. So it's diminished rewards. And then if you double your score again after that, you're only gaining another 55. Whereas if you got to 260,000, you're going to end up getting almost over 100 of these. But then when you go to 519, you only get 55 more. So if you have limited resources for these, do 1 upgrade or 2 upgrades and then save it for the possibility of another day. And if it doesn't happen this time around, it'll happen next time around, or there'll be another quest that you can upgrade your airship parts for. This game is a marathon, not a race, unless you have a very large dispensable income for these type of games. Focus on long-term strategy and maximizing your gains. So let's go into the airship upgrade for me. Now, I've already crafted the 2. I always go all troop stats first for all of my upgrades, but I want to equip just one of these first and see what happens. So I didn't look at the score beforehand to see what the difference is between an epic and a basic sky gold. So an epic sky silver versus a basic sky gold. So we'll go check that out and see what the difference is. So just doing that already got me 356,000 points. So now I need to do some math real quick on airship parts and figure out what the difference is for my next upgrade if I decide to equip that. So my other piece is a rare sky silver, 522,000. Going to a basic sky gold is 1.54 million. So I'm going to gain 1,020,000 points. So now let's look back at the quest. Now going to 1,020,000 is going to put me at this, just under this tier here. So I'll unlock another 115 of the champagne, and I'll be a little bit shy on this one. So then I'll have to decide if it's worth upgrading to gain an extra 75, which I think it will be, just based on what the parts cost. So let's do that swap, and then I can figure out exact numbers once I get there. So let's put on another piece of sky gold. Equip that. We're going to dismantle these other 2. It looks like I had a, what is that? It looks like it's a sky silver. Pretty sure it is. Yeah. So I'm getting back 11 million parts and 1,200 of these. So I have enough to do an upgrade. But I don't want to upgrade one of these because the upgrade is going to be huge and it's going to give me a big chunk of points. So let's go look at where we're at. So it looks like I need, let's drop off the first number here, and we need Okay, 376,000 up to 450,000. So that's 50 and a little bit under 25,000. So like 75,000 score. So going back into here, and we'll go back and forth a lot just to verify that we can do it. We're looking at Sky Silver for these. Now, it looks like the best way for me to not go over by too far, by too much, is if I have a precious Sky Silver, and I can go from a precious to a flawless, because that's going to be 130,000, not bad. Either that or 2 basic Sky Silver into 2 precious, which would do it. That would be 80,000, but I don't think I have 2 basics. So let's go take a look. Yeah, I do not have 2 basics. I have 1 basic, but I said going from what, a precious to a flawless. So I have a precious there and a flawless here. So this is the only one that the defense one is the one that I can go from precious to flawless to get to where I need to be. So I think that's the one I'm going to do. It only costs 780,000 of the parts, and I have 14 million, so I'm going to be okay with that for right now. We'll confirm that, make sure the math works, which it does, and I think that's where I'm going to stop. Now, I could max this out, probably, because I think going from, well, let's take a look at that. Maybe I do want to do it. Let me go through my process with you guys. So, airship parts, we could go from a basic sky gold to a precious sky gold, and I'm going to gain, let's see, 1.56 million points. So gaining 1.56 million is going to put me at 3.06 million. So I wouldn't quite get the top for that upgrade. So I'd have to do another upgrade on top of it, which would probably be another, probably from basic sky silver to precious, and from precious to flawless. So I'll have to do 3 upgrades if I want to max this out. Now, looking at diminishing returns and hoping that airship parts comes back, I think that that one upgrade and getting 1.5 million points the next time around is a better deal, because I'll gain 11 plus 18 plus 25 plus 36 plus 55 plus 60 plus 75 for one upgrade. So I'm going to save this for the next time around. Now, that being said, let's do shooting gallery. Now, how do you decide what you want to do in shooting gallery? And how do you do shooting gallery? Well, to unlock shooting gallery, you have to spend some money in the game. I think you have to spend 1 time ever, and it will unlock shooting gallery. And I don't remember if it's $1 or $5, but you have to spend some small amount of money at some point in the game to unlock the shooting gallery. Now, after you have that done, there's a bunch of different categories, and they've been increased recently based on what the upgrade is. So guard weapon has been increased, airship was increased, coat of arms has been increased. I think gemstones is a little bit behind the curve. I don't remember exactly, but I think that I need curiosities more than anything else. I think that's where I'm hurting. I'm going to double check, but I don't think I have a whole lot of these materials laying around. So I've got enough for an upgrade. Let's see. I've got these, and I could upgrade them, but I need a little bit more to do a second upgrade. So I think I'm going for the curiosity materials. I think that's what I want to do this time. Oh, let's look at the tiers so you know how many coins to spend. So in shooting gallery, okay, not bad. I think I might go for the 75 coin tier. 130 is kind of pushing it, but I do have 200 coins right now, so maybe I'll go for it. I'll show you how I do the shooting gallery. So I refresh until the things that I want are on the board, which I think that I'm shortest on these, so I want these on the board, and I also need the ebony essence more than the, what are these ones called? Copper essence. So I want the least amount of copper essence on here. I want the black flames, and I want ebony essence. Now, a win for me in this is anytime I get the black sea flame before the third click. If I get this anytime before the third click, I'm going to back out and restart it. So first click, I spent 1 coin, I got this reward, so I'm going to reset the targets, and I'm going to go again. And so this one will probably be more normal, where you're going to get ebony essence twice, and then your third click will be the flame, which is exactly what it was, and then I reset the targets. And then I do it again, and we keep going that way until we get the flames and we reset. And this is how I do the shooting gallery. I don't go all the way through increasing the coins all the way. I got the flames, so I'm going to reset. And that's how you pick. And this third category, normally the way that these go is your first click is this one, your second click is this one, third click is this one, fourth click is this one. If you jump the order, you're gaining more value out of your coin than you're meant to, and that's when you should reset. So another good example is if my first click is 1815, or if my first click was crazy and it was 9,000, that's worth a reset. Just because you're gaining more value than you're meant to out of that coin or those coins. So this was a standard first, second, third, and reset. And this is how I do shooting gallery every time. And this is how I maximize my coins. Now, people might not agree with my method, but this is how I do it. And it's worked well for me. So if it's not broke, I'm not going to fix it. I didn't keep track of my exact amount of coins before I started, so I'm going to have to back out and see where I'm at. But see this one, I jumped to the flame ahead of time. So it's worth a reset because my next click will not be, let me show you the reward history. My next click isn't going to be one of these things that I really want. It's most likely going to jump back down to this 1815. So then I'm paying 3 coins for 1815 ebony essence. Whereas if I reset, the next time that I come in here, the first click is 1100 for only 1 coin, meaning that it wouldn't have been worth it. And then this would be a 2 coin versus a 3 coin. So let's go out and I'll see where I'm at in the quest and see how far I want to go with these. So 3, 6, 12, 22. So let's see, to get to 75, I need another 38. So now I'm going to try and keep track of them so I don't have to come back out here and bore you guys with that. But see how this changed? Now that's the other thing to watch out for. We left and we came back in and it's changed. So we have to reset the board up the way that we want it. And sometimes that takes a while, but they don't charge you to refresh. So you can just keep refreshing until you get the board that you want. Now maybe I should change it and get some more of the copper essence, because I might be a little too heavy on the ebony essence, but no, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to stay the way I was going. So I'm going to have to keep resetting until I get the board set up the way I want. This isn't the way I want. It's the way I want on this side as far as these, but it's not what I want in here. And I'm going to keep going until I do get what I want. That's decent, but I want the black flames. Gosh, the board I had set up originally was so good. This is decent. I'm gonna go with this because then I'm getting an even ratio of the things I need to upgrade. So let's start, and there's that, reset. So that was 6. On 12. Okay, so that's 15. 21. 27, what did I say, 38? Oh, so that's 28. So this one jumped. I probably should have backed out, but I wasn't thinking ahead because normally I don't have these in my list. Okay, so that's another 6. That brings me to 34. So I only need 3 more. So let's hope I get lucky here. But look at that, perfect. Look at that luck. And that should bring me exactly on to the number I was looking for, which is, oh no, I'm 1 shy. Almost. Okay. So I'm 1 coin shy of what I wanted. I miscounted somewhere. So I'll just finish that up. But whichever one I pick right now, it's not going to finish exactly how I want. So let me jump these in. Let me get some lava crystals. I probably won't get lava crystals for the first one, but I'm going to stack it just in case. Now the other thing I've never seen on here is I've never jumped more than 1 or 2 spots. Like I've never seen the 4th or the 5th slot reward, you know, down here on a first click. So I'm only going to do 1 coin this time, and then I'm going to back out. And I'll save that for the next time it comes around, or it'll probably reset itself depending on what happens. I think that's really it. That's all I'm going to do on here. So let me know how you're doing on yours. And, you know, if you are close, sometimes you'll be close to a reward. And say, for example, I was really close to this 2.2 mil, and I only needed a little bit of materials, and it would get me 85 flutes. Well, the way I measure that is you come in here and you look at the wine, and it's like, okay, for 85, I could get 90 of these and just about 200 of these. So it'd be a little bit over. But if you spend 100 wine flutes and these materials are all you needed for another upgrade, you're going to get 85 of them back, which means that you're only paying 15 wine for another upgrade and a little bit of materials. So those are the kind of things I do when I'm close to an upgrade, is I buy some materials and try and get myself to the next upgrade tier. All right, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video for tomorrow. I'm hoping that tomorrow is guard weapons, because I have a 4th guard weapon. I have enough of these to get a 4th one in here and start honing, and I'd really like to start doing that on a 4th weapon. But I did just get my 3rd one not too long ago, which is this one, and that's what I've been focusing on. So I'll do my honing real quick on here with you guys, and then we'll move along. So for me, I'm looking for a purple all troop stat, and if I don't get that, this weapon is not going to get locked in, and I'm not going to spend any gold on it. So what I mean by that is this one right here is one that I'm done with as far as my free honing. So when I hone this weapon, I'm going to lock this stat, and I'm going to pay to try and get other purple stats on these bottom 2. But that's what I need on all my weapons, is I do the free ones until I get an all troop stat. Even this one here, I rolled 2 purples with a free roll. I'm going to roll through this until I get either an all troop attack, all troop defense, or all troop health, because those are the stats that are valuable to me, and that's what I'm going to use my free honing on. But before I come back and start re-rolling over a double purple, I'm going to re-roll the single purple or whatever my new weapon is when it doesn't have any. All right. Okay, let me enhance real quick too. So since we have you guys here, I'm going to enhance this one today. And how I do my enhancing is I look for a net gain. So here it sucks to lose 3% up here, but these together are 3.6% minus 3, so it is a net gain. So I'm going to replace that. Same thing again, it's a net gain, so I'm going to replace it. Same thing, net gain, so I'm going to replace it. Anytime you gain stats, you replace. If you lose stats, you retain your existing buffs. And twice in a row bad luck, so we retain those. So we did gain some positive stats with those 5 enhances, and we'll just keep going and slowly creep this bar up and hopefully even them out. And then once I do put purple stats on them, the purple stats, these bars stay where they're at. So when I re-roll these and I re-hone them and this becomes purple, it's not going to be a purple with 133%. It's going to jump up to 300 and something percent. Or if it's an all troop stat, it'll jump up to 170, 160, somewhere in that range. Okay, enough rambling. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Remember to hit the like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments how you guys are doing.